Throwing first play is Herbert. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings had 8-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Swift going to try up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Swift. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Fields. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Fields throwing again. This pass out wide to Hall. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
They'll run with Hall. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Thumbs up. Ready?
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Check your phone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. This ball deep for Tony. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Fights forward at the 20. A good-looking return set up here. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the... Inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Here we go.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 5. Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Ball again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the counter, it's Hall. Muscles him off. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Option play. Here's Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A give running right is Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Now they'll audible to something else. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Herbert off of play action. That'll be caught. It's Cobb. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Herbert on first down now. It's caught. Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Herbert throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side is Tony. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That's good for 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Fields on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off-play action. Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A quick throw out to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Swift. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, here's Swift. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Motion left, Cup. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll find Hall. Oh, look at the juke. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarnell Mooney. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is taken in by McBride. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 94 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run it with Hall off the option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st down, it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
28 yards.
And the Bears have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down. Herbert going to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Herbert.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go, Scott.
Field's going to change things up here. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This will get the lead up to 7. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take it deep.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Herbert to throw. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert now to throw.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
One last throw here for Herbert. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.